So 2 weeks ago on the 17th of April, I released a video called Haaland is overrated, where I was covering the criticism that Roy Keane levied at Erling Haaland, saying that he was a League Two footballer on the ball and that he didn't do anything other than score goals. And when he didn't score in a game, it was like City were playing with 10 men basically. And well, since then he has played two league games and scored 5 goals, including a first half hat trick against Wolves on Saturday, in which he scored 4 goals in that game. And obviously, he scored off the bench against Forest last week. So, that's pretty good going for a League Two striker playing in the top division. I'd say so anyway. And, well, after the game, obviously on Saturday, the next day, Roy Keane was on Sky Sports, being a pundit in the studio for Spurs versus Liverpool, in which he said that Erling Haaland was a spoilt brat after not being very happy that he got subbed off, and I can understand that. I can understand that criticism. He did look upset. He did look mad, and maybe that might be a bit unprofessional. I wouldn't say it was. I'd say he was right to be upset, and I don't think he did anything that was too outrageous, too disrespectful to Guardiola. But Keane of all people to be the one that said that he was acting like a spoilt brat and that his behaviour was out of order is quite ironic for someone that is literally known for being a hard man in football, known for losing his head, known for acting unprofessional on and even off the pitch, with a lot of his main moments as a pundit being him going on angry, passionate rants about Man United, which doesn't exactly keep his cool. So, weird criticism to have from someone with such a reputation. And well, Haaland played very well when he came on against Forest. He completed a decent dribble to score his goal against Forest, and there was also times after he came on where he was running with the ball and causing the defence all types of problems. I thought he played well off the ball on Saturday, being times where he'd come back, link up the play. The running behind to win the second penalty was great. The play running at the defender, I think it might have been Kilman for his fourth goal, was superb. That goal was superb, and it also doesn't fit the narrative of him being a tap-in merchant. But yeah, and Haaland now has 25 Premier League goals, and with 5 of them coming in his last 2 games. And if he keeps up, that sort of form, he's got 3 games left. 2 of them against struggling sides with West Ham and Spurs. Obviously, the Spurs game is going to be a difficult game, no matter the form that Spurs are on. We should also probably beat Fulham. So, we've got 3 games left. He's still on course for 30 league goals this season if he keeps up this form. And that's not too bad for someone that's having an off-season, is it? That's not too bad at all. But especially given the amount of games he's missed due to injury this season compared to last season, I think those would be very impressive numbers. And whether he doesn't hits the 30 goal mark or not, 25 is still not a number to put down and say that it's not very good. So yeah, and I think as well, Haaland, as much as people say that he's had an off season, I think he's definitely been the difference maker in this title race, especially if City go on to win the title. It's because Darwin Núñez, Gakpo, Diaz, Havertz, Jesus, all they're not clinical enough in the box. They miss a considerable amount of big chances, and they're just not as clinical as Haaland in the box, not as good as a goal scorer. And having a 25 Premier League goals for your striker in a title race is very important, very, very important. And yes, he might not be as good a footballer as Jesus or Havertz or Núñez or Diaz, but he's getting the goals, and City have plenty of players on the pitch that can do all the football work, all the intricate passing and stuff like that Haaland might lack in his game. But Arsenal and Liverpool might have all the footballing ability in the world in their attackers, but they don't have anyone that's going to be part of the goal scoring numbers that Haaland does. And with Haaland, the goalposts get moved a lot with Haaland. It will be first, he's a tap-in merchant, and then it will be, he doesn't score against big teams, doesn't score in big games. And then he'll be injured for a bit, and City might win 4-0 or 5-0, and it'll be, oh, City are better without Haaland. And then it will be, oh, we'll play in a game and he won't score and we'll probably draw or we'll lose, and it'll be, oh, Haaland doesn't do anything if he's not scoring goals and he's useless. And the goalposts always get moved, and that is probably very complimentary to his ability and his everything that he's done, that people always find a way to discredit his success because of how successful he's been, and especially discredit his success with the team that he's currently being successful with now, because obviously we are public enemy number one. People don't like us. I would say they don't care about us like they claim to, but there are many football teams I don't care about, and I don't ever speak about those football teams. So if people really didn't care about City, then we would never be topic of conversation. But hey ho, people love to cope. But yeah, no. And I feel like if Haaland was definitely being successful in Chelsea or Man United or Liverpool or Arsenal, he would definitely be seen in a much more positive light, and his flaws wouldn't be put under the microscope as much as they are with City. And that's fine, because if again, like I said, if he does score 5 in the last 3 games and he gets 30 goals 2 seasons in a row, he gets 2 Premier League titles in a row, and he gets 2 FA Cups in a row, like, what more can he do? What more can he do? Even if he only gets to 25 this season and we miss out on both trophies, that's still a good season numbers wise. Yes, it might be disappointing compared to the numbers that he got last season and the trophies he got last season, but this is still not a bad season in any metric, numbers wise anyway, especially obviously, like I said, with the games that he's missed and stuff this season. So I don't think he's been bad this season. I just think he's a very overhated footballer, which I don't really understand. I think he's a good footballer. I think he's enjoyable to watch. I've always enjoyed watching Haaland. Especially, I enjoyed watching Dortmund whenever I got the chance to watch Bundesliga or them in the Champions League. He was always one of my favourite players to watch, and he's still one of my favourite players to watch now at City. But yeah, you can comment down below what you think of Haaland, if you think if he is overrated or overhated, and if you do think he's overrated and not that good of a footballer, please also leave a comment as to why you think that. I'll be interested to hear your opinion. Obviously, if you like the video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if this is my first video you're seeing from me, go check out the rest of the videos on the channel. They're probably a lot better than this one. And also, I do have a video essay coming out soon on a player that is a bit of wasted potential, so comment down below who you think that is, and the correct answer will get a shout out at the start of that video when I release the video or when I announce a video. I haven't decided if I'm going to announce it like in advance or if I'm just going to release the video and let everybody find out for themselves. But whenever the video is announced, any correct answers in the comments will get a shout out from that. But yeah, I've been Nathan, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Shut down cases, they belly dots to the can't see faces, chasing the bad guy chase it. You don't wanna be the one like Ace and like G-Takes and turn them out wasted. Aye, tell a bad bitch come break it, body come mad, come shake it, then get back to the basics, bro, don't shut down cases, they belly dots to the